Okay, howdy folks. A lot of people don't know what a burnishing tool is. Heck, I've never owned one. We have one here today from our good friends at Vevor, the people that do tough tools at half the price. Yes, they have a lot of interesting things that I just don't find at other sites or stores even sometimes, and great prices. So it's always well worth, checking out Vevor to see what they have, because you would be surprised what they come up with. And this is I'm opening the box here. This should be a burnishing tool. If it's not, it's a compressor. I don't know. Vevor sent boxes of stuff that was like, yeah. But yes, burnishing, polishing machine. Yes, this is going to be cool, because I'll be honest, I've always wanted one. I have a lot of jobs for these things, but I've never owned one. Yeah, so let's get into the box. I will lay this on the bench so we can all take a good look at it. Yes, you know the rules. Wow, okay, she's out of the box. This is the heaviest power hand tool I think I've ever come up on in a long time. I'll just show you with burnishing, you'll get a quick idea as to what's going to happen here. But there's the guard, which we'll have to install, plus the handle. We're going to need, definitely going to need the handle for this. And also there's some other parts here that I haven't quite figured out what we've got going on here just yet for pieces, but there are some nuts and bolts and parts and whatever with the burnishing machine. Now, burnishing, what happens? Okay, here's the wheel for it. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, and you can see what's going to happen. This is going to rotate at high speed and just, you're going to just absolutely tear stuff up, and it's going to be cool. But this is something, a tool, especially like, well, burnishing is one thing where you're taking the surface off of, an antique table or something to redo it. You can do it with something like this. But for myself, it's more like automotive type work, where I'm trying to strip some paint down off a fender or something even years ago, and I kept dreaming and thinking, man, I'd love to have this machine, but I just can't get it in the budget. But yeah, here it is. Wow. And of course, if you have long steel rails or anything like that and you need to take the rust off or something like that, again, you could polish with that and rip, just clean that steel right up. So that is an awesome tool. But let's get it all assembled and then we can look at that. Well, I've got it all together and went over the instructions a little bit, because there was a couple of complicated or confusing things here I just wanted to make mention of, because it will confuse the new buyer. 110 cord, of course. This thing here has 6 speeds, which is adjustable right from here, so you can set the 1 to 6, and it will go up really high in RPM, just as a screamer. Now, I'm just going to show you a picture of what this thing looks like in action, where it's going across a piece of wood and it's tearing out the finish. It's a burnishing tool that will. It's kind of like if you've ever had those skimmer cards. I'm trying to think of what we call those, but they peel the top, the thin layer of top off of something heavy that's got a lot of damage and stuff, and you can clean the wood up and kind of then resurface it. Now, there's also a little collector right back here for the dust and contaminants that are going to come flying off the wheel. You can see this particular wheel. This is where I'm going to get in trouble. This is one wheel that's supplied with the kit, but there are other drums you can buy for this. Now, the drums, when they come, some of them are like sandpaper drums, aggressive, that kind of thing. They will have 2 or even 4 channels in them that are keyways. So the kit comes with these keyways, but these keyways do not fit this particular drum supply with the unit, so it's going to cause some confusion maybe to some people, so you don't use them. Now at the front here we have a little roller, and this is adjustable. Right now, in fact, it's set up as high as it can go, but you can, let's see if I can loosen that off a bit. There we go. And you can set this up so that you can angle that roller, which will help you to control the tool. This tool is heavy, and that's part of the problem, I guess. You're gonna be prepared to deal with the weight. You got 2 hands here with a handle, and away you go. And then you can bring it down and then just start burnishing away or polishing. Again, polishing would be a different wheel than this one, obviously. But I'm gonna go see what let's see what we can find. Maybe a piece of some rusty scrap steel or something, and we'll make a pass with this machine. I just want to go over the features with you. Now, the extra hardware obviously was this extension piece here, to bring the handle up because you're going to be handling it this way. Also a lock, of course, to lock the trigger out so you don't get, you don't get carried away and turn the machine on by mistake. It sort of like makes sure that your finger is on there. Now, once you get it up there, I think you can lock it. Let's see, I think you can. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And yeah, you can kind of lock it so that your hands don't have to work and work and work to hold the trigger. You just sort of keep your hand up there, like that, and then unlock it. Yeah, not a bad little item here, but it's heavy. Also, in the kit, which is something to be concerned about for future-proof a little bit. It comes with an extra set of brushes because tools like this do use up brushes pretty good over time, especially if you're using the tool a lot. So having an extra set of brushes to get you down the road further that's a nice little item to be added with the kit. Also comes with the tool you're going to need for assembling everything. Wasn't too hard to assemble, but you have to take this plate off here, this guard, and then put this on, and then put your drum on, and then tighten it down. Now there was a large flat washer. I put it at the back. I am not sure where that was supposed to go because it wasn't in the instructions anywhere. I couldn't find it. There is a flat washer at the front here too, with a hex head bolt. So overall, very heavy tool, but it's I just think that's so cool. But let's go find some scrap metal or some piece of rusty metal here, and we'll do a little rub on it and see how it looks. Yeah, so looking at some different metals. This is really a pipe. I should have a flat bar, of course. That would look a lot better with this, but I'm just going to run it across here. It's an old trucker's bar. It's about 35, 40 years old. It's all rotten. It's absolutely disintegrating. And I just want to try it with the machine, just see how it runs. Let's see if we can get this going. Hit the trigger. Oh, wow. There's still some chrome under here someplace. It's polishing up. Now the metal's all eaten up, but you could clean this up enough to, I guess, paint it. I don't think I'd stick it in a lathe and try to clean that rest of this up, but the old chrome area here that was all chrome plated at one time is still holding up. That's interesting. Well, we'll just stop there, but man, first impressions, this would not wear you down real quick because as heavy as the machine is, just taking it back and forth like that, it's not trying to get away from you. And obviously it's not trying to drive itself out the door or the shop or something. If you've ever worked with those angle grinders where they put the little discs on with the wire wheels, and you're sitting there like this and trying to hold it or something, this is just real easy. I mean, you just sit there and sort of control it. So it wouldn't wear you out quickly or anything through a day if you had a lot to do or whatever for de-rusting some flat bar or something like that. But also for burnishing wood, like I said, that's one of the many things. They also call it a polisher. I'm not sure on the polishing what by means that is. Maybe that's maybe that's what they were referring to. That part kind of threw me. But I've seen these tools. Remember Eastwood with the automotive and stuff? They used to have one like this for stripping the paint off the top of the fenders, the cars, the hoods, and all that. And I always thought, man, that would be so cool to have. And they were so expensive, I couldn't afford it. This one, I actually could afford. It's amazing. Because back then, I think when Eastwood had theirs, and they probably still do, they were like $400 or $500, something in that area. They were really an expensive power tool. But the idea of this was like, man, that would be, awesome. I locked the shop up where I got this from, so I guess we'll have to take this rusty thing and we'll put it back later. That thing has been in a lot of places in the world, including Central America. It also sat in the bottom of my battleship, rusting in salt water and things. That's why it's in such bad shape. So I don't want to hear about it. Okay, stop typing. No point. Yours didn't go all the way to Central America and back in the bottom of a boat. Okay, yeah. But I have kept that thing around with me because I did do some over-the-road driving for a couple years. Just got a taste for it, tried it out, and decided whether I would like to do that or not in life or something. It was one of those, let's try it, just see how, see what we think. And yeah, it takes a special kind of person to do that kind of work. That's all I'll say about that. Now, Vevor, yes. Oh man, Vevor, thank you so much for sending this tool over for review today. I'm absolutely loving it. Will we be giving this away? I'm not sure. I might want to keep this one. I've got a Jeep out there that's all rusted that would, yeah, I'd love to see that, especially the frame, you know, like if you could rub the whole frame down with something like that and then repaint and stuff, man, that would look good, you know. Yeah, you know. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching Coffee and Tools. Please like, share, subscribe, and ring the notice bell, and we're giving stuff away this week again, I think, and we'll be back more. I'm going to try to pile it up again this week, see if I can get videos pushed out to you, because I'm backed up. Yeah. Until then, next time, we'll see you later. Okay, over and out.